Yeah, we good, bro. Shout out to consistent people like you, Meds.
Yeah, I'm so consistent.
They didn't sell me out. What's that podcast Big Cloud doing right now?
What? What podcast is Big Cloud doing right
He's
now?
doing Erica's podcast. What's it called?
Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, that's a quality podcast right there. I'm not gonna say anything bad about that show. Okay.
Shout out to Erica. I just forget the name. The Backlog. That's what it's
The
called.
Backlog. Yeah, the
Oh
Backlog
shit.
podcast with Erica and Shar. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Um,
Definitely check that out, but not right now. Check that shit out later.
facts.
Check us out right now.
Thank you for everybody that's been waiting. I wasn't even gonna do the show today. I had like strep throat. I found out like I was sick for like 3 days, get a fever, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go get tested. My girl's like, oh, it's going around. You don't have strep throat. I'm like, bro, when I fucking swallow, I gotta like clutch myself before I swallow. Like it's fucking strep throat, bro. So I got strep throat. I'm on antibiotics and shit. I was kind of being lazy about it. And people in the Discord, cough, Nev, Cassie, like, oh, come on. Meds is like, well, I'll do it by myself. And when Meds said that, I'm like, well, shit, if he's willing to do this shit by himself, then I got to show.
Listen, people in the chat, if I would have pulled up here in the SolidCast by myself to talk for an hour and a half, would you stick around? Would you stick around? Honestly, I highly doubt that, which is why Blaze showed up. So thank you for pulling up, Blaze. I know you're under the weather, so I'm glad.
Don't underestimate yourself, brother. We're watching UFC fights. Red Hood, you and Red Hood, cool, right? You guys are friends still?
Yeah. What are you talking about? Red Hood's my boy. What are you saying?
I don't know. I just Red Hood is a little fraudish, so I just
listen.
Sure.
Me and Red Hood had some issues recently, but we talked it out, and actually, I got the same exact issues with you, but we're gonna talk about that later. We can talk about it later.
Yeah.
We can talk about it later. Hang on. Nev doesn't like this background. He thinks the city's too fancy. He wants me back in the ghetto. Okay, there you go, Nev.
I knew somebody was gonna complain about that.
There we go, Nev. All right, I'm back in the Bronx. I'm back in the ghetto where I belong. Here we go.
Cloaked Onyx, Nev, Cassie Cage, what's up? Luke, I see y'all. What's up? Thank you for waiting. Welcome to SolidCast episode 51. 51, right? And this week is a continuation of last week, because in terms of I know people get to play Callisto a little bit now. Maybe give their thoughts on it. I know we get to see all the reviews come down. I know we get to see, Callisto coming out on PC in that state. Like I said earlier today, I don't think anybody expected that. I expected them to put out a fucking a good port. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I had to have all the bells and whistles, but for that to come out with all the hype around it, it's just they shoot themselves in the foot, man. Like, I can't believe they released it on at that state. Like, Meds, we go over this all the time. We always say, oh, that Batman thing will never really happen. These bad ports come out once in a while. It's not really all the time, but yeah, here we are in Callisto.
No, yeah, I mean, listen, you just brought up a game that came out 7 years ago, so it is a rare thing. But at the same time, I think it's important. First of all, Blaze, I think it's funny that we're supposed to talk about the games we played and how we do and all that stuff, but it's okay. We can hop right into Callisto. But here's my theory. Right? I have a theory. I think Callisto's success was very dependent on its release date, specifically because that new Dead Space is going to come out very soon. Isn't it coming out next month or the month after? Like, it's coming very soon, right?
Right.
Exactly. So if you see Callisto on the shelf, which is supposed to be, a different Dead Space, or like what Dead Space was supposed to be, whatever, right? Whatever you want to call it. You see that on the shelf, and then you see the actual Dead Space remake. What are you going to pick up? You're going to pick up the Dead Space remake.
You're saying go with the tried and true than this new experience that's trying to be.
I'm saying that they think that that's what was going to happen, which is why they decided to drop it right now, because they couldn't afford to wait.
I think you're right. I think if people see Dead Space and Callisto, they'll probably pick up Dead Space because it's a solidified game. You're right. Like, it's Dead Space. Like, anyway, I mean, But what excuse is it for the port? Why do you think the when
Shitty
what's his
developers. There is no excuse. They did a bad job. They did a bad job. It's as simple as that. Shout out to 150 Sony developers who pulled up, and shout out to the PlayStation version being the only functional version. Is that a coincidence? I'm gonna say no, but I mean, hey, I mean, Sony cares about the industry, so they made sure that this game ran perfect on their console.
Okay. 150 developers helped with the production of Callisto Protocol. What does that mean, production? Is that
I have no idea.
Right. Is that what the production of, like, we don't know what that means. That means they allocated people to the art design and to, voice acting, or you know what I mean? Like, if you play the game long enough, you'll see certain people from Days Gone. I don't want to spoil anything. You'll see certain voice actors from certain games. So, it has that. Listen, one thing that cannot be denied about Callisto Protocol is the game is a drop dead gorgeous game. Super.
Why don't you tell us about your experience with the game?
Yeah, I only got
you've been playing the game.
Only 4.5. I've been addicted to Need for Speed, but I've been playing. I got like 4.5, 5 hours, and I played 2 hours at work and a couple hours today. The game. Listen, I didn't expect it to be so melee focused, but it is, and I think so far it's what I expected. It's a slow pace horror. You know what I mean? Find resources, and pick and shoot. By the way, resources, like, you got a little duffel bag. It's like Warzone minus 10 slots. Like, you got to pick and choose your resources, and they're giving you so much because you always have enemies on the floor that you can stomp on, and once you stomp on an enemy, it gives you a new, a new resource to pick up. So you kind of battle with that, but that's all survival horror games. You got to deal with inventory management. But I think the game so far is good. I why I put out a tweet. I'm like, stop being sheep, because as soon as Metacritic hits, and as soon as a couple motherfuckers watch a couple reviews, they jump on the whole thing. Oh, the game is mid. The game's gonna be trash. It's like, all I can say is, if you weren't interested in the game, just play the game. You can play it for 3 hours on Steam, which I don't recommend, but you can play the game on Xbox
and refund it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Or buy it physically. The point is, if you're interested in that game and that shit looks good to you, it's going to be good to you. I'm not saying it's the greatest game, but it's a good game so far. I'm enjoying my process through the game. I feel like it's super atmospheric. I cannot stress that enough. Visuals are 9 out of 10. The sound design, 9 out of 10. The melee combat with the DualSense controller, I mean, it feels so impactful when you're hitting enemies. The dodging mechanic, even though it's like the stick, it's kind of weird. It takes some time getting used to, but I don't see the hate around it. And these Xbox guys, as soon as and listen, this goes back to PlayStation guys, because PlayStation guys said, oh, 150 Sony devs, ooh, and now they're co-signing it with an extra stamp. You know what I mean? Oh, 150 Sony developers. So they doubled down on Callisto, right? Because Sony worked on it. So now that it came out and it's a 76 Metacritic on PlayStation, now the Xbox guys are like, well, what happened to the Sony developers? I thought it was all quality and all roses. It's a fucking stupid back and forth chit chatter that really don't fucking matter, bro.
It doesn't matter. Blaze, I have a question. When did games in the 70s become bad games?
Never.
And when did Metacritic become the arbiter of what games we choose to play or not?
Twitter.
That's all bullshit. You're going to let a whole... First of all, here's the thing about why Metacritic really, really bothers me, right? For years, we have talked about how irrelevant and how incompetent and how just out of their depth these people who are in the gaming media are, right? Haven't we been making fun of gaming media for years? Haven't we been talking about how bad they are at games, how they don't even actually play games, and a lot of them came out and admitted that they don't even beat games that they review? So,
but yet they dictate.
These people are such frauds, but as soon as the game comes out, you run to Metacritic, and that is what determines the games that you buy. Like, you need to pick one. You need to pick one. You need to decide whether or not the games media is trustworthy or not, because you can't say the games media ain't shit, one day, and then the next day when a game either gets a 90 and you go out and rush and buy it, or a game is in the 70s and you skip on it because of Metacritic. You can't play both sides of the coin. Okay? So, long story short, stop listening to the gaming media. We've all long agreed that they're fucking bozos. So why are you listening to them? Stop listening to the gaming media. If you were interested in the game, you have eyes. Go watch some trailers. Go watch, like, even if, like, you don't have to pre-order or buy day one, whatever. Wait for the game to come out. Go watch a stream. You can watch a stream and know if you want to play the game.
That's even better. Watch a stream.
Like, dude, like, you don't need the gaming media to tell you whether a game is good or not. You don't.
But the gaming media, like, if you're still running to GameSpot and IGN, and those are the same people that are putting games on easy or not beating games, period. And, like, yet they have the final, like, they dictate the final score of these reviews. It's just, I don't understand what you're getting from that. Like, I know it's, listen, traditionally, I love to go to IGN, like, oh, shit, what did it score? They gave it a 10. Oh, I used to get so upset, like, IGN giving this game an 8. They're so fucking stupid. I remember you'd see me in them comment sections back then, back in the day, like, talking shit to IGN like they give a fuck about my comment. The point is, go to the small content guys that are not paid off, bro, that are just going to give their opinion. That's what I would do. I'm not co-signing me because I'm a small content creator, but I'm saying, like,
regular guys like you and me. It doesn't have to be you and me. It could be anybody.
Anybody. Go check out a stream. That's the best way. Go hit a random stream and watch them play it, because most of the time, dude just sitting there staring. You know, go watch a BG stream, bro. No interaction, no talking to you. He just strictly gameplay. And you good.
That's valuable. Hang on, let me defend BG real quick. Listen, man, some people have, like, great personalities, and you want to hear them talk over their gameplay and all that kind of stuff, and that's why you're tuning in, right? But there's a reason why there's so many videos out there of, playthroughs that in the video title it says no commentary, and these videos have
people
like
prefer that
over 1 million views. Yeah, because they don't want to hear you talking. They just want to see they want to basically put themselves into your shoes and pretend that they're the ones playing the game, right? And it helps if you don't say shit. So seeing a stream where nobody says shit, to defend BG, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, and listen, I'm just taking a pop shot at BG.
No, I know. Everybody says that BG's boring, blah, blah, blah.
No, he's got much better.
But I mean, lean into it. Like, BG knows he's boring. He says it himself. So, I mean, he doesn't need to fucking sit there and hold your hand and talk you through this video game. Just watch the game. And if you don't want to watch the game, you can go find another stream for somebody else who talks. You know what I mean? Like, but the point is, like, judge the game for yourself. Like, you're over here letting fucking irrelevant, incompetent media tell you what's good and what's not. Come on now.
Medj, you haven't played it, but does
I have not played it. I have not played it.
Okay, but does it look any of interest to you? Like, is it something you can get into?
It's something that I could play. Yeah, it's I'm very selective with my games that I purchase, but I mean, shit, if that shit was like day one on Game Pass, or if it comes to Game Pass later, will I play it up? Would I play it? Would I boot it up? Absolutely, sure. I don't think it's worth my $60 or $70, whatever. I don't know if it's 60 or 70. I don't think it's worth that for me, but I feel the same way about 99% of games. So that's not saying much. You know what I mean? Like, me saying that this game is not worth 60 is not me shitting on it. I feel that way about almost every game. So yeah, I think it's worth a play. I've seen a lot of gameplay and it looks good to me. Like, bro, a 70 is not going to scare me away from the game. We bring this up an example all the time. Like, Days Gone got shitted on by the media, and I think Days Gone is one of the best Sony titles that they've dropped in the last 10 years. So, and I like plenty of games that are in the 70s, even some that are in the 60s. So, like, that, bro, no, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't faze me. I don't listen to the media that I don't respect for how I'm going to spend my money. I don't do that.
Yeah, so a 70 is not a bad game. We can already.
It's not a bad game.
It's not.
People need to relax on this stuff, bro, and stop putting so much goddamn stock in Metacritic, man.
Are the kids eat any dinner?
Stop putting so much stock in Metacritic, and in fact, like, you're playing Need for Speed. You said you were more on Need for Speed than you were on Callisto. So why don't you talk a little bit about Need for Speed? or not.
My kid keeps running there.
Oh, there you go. Did you hear what I said though?
Say it again.
Basically, I said that you have been ignoring Callisto for the most part for Need for Speed. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Need for Speed and how everything's been going with you in that experience?
Bro, Need for Speed has become so addicting to me, bro. I listen. I'm a big, I'm a big arcade racer. Kyle Reese, what's up, brother? Big Mike, I see you guys. NA Red Hood, what's up? Hustle. Dre, what's good? But yeah, Need for Speed, I've been playing like nonstop all day, 24/7. Just playing offline, grinding, going online, playing. The game is just the ease, like you can pick it up, very easy to pick up, but kind of hard to always like master those turns. It's Need for Speed, but if you play Need for Speed Heat, they've improved on that, improved the visuals, next gen only, offline or online. You can choose. You're not forced to be online. Like it's just an all around great game. Really addicting gameplay with a lot of cars, a lot of customizations. You know what you expect from a Need for Speed game nowadays. You know what I mean? And like the soundtrack is awesome. Love the fucking soundtrack in that game. It got some random fucking. They got like Brazilian shit. They got Spanish music. They got rap music. They got rock. They got like pop. It's just like a good mixture of music. And they got so the thing I wasn't with at first was like the anime character creation. But you create your own guy, and he's like this little anime character, and it's like, it's cool. It's definitely grown on me. It's definitely growing on me, and you can tone back all those little, green smoke and shit. I keep literally the standard gray smoke. I don't put none of that spark. I think Rev texted me. What do you write about Need for Speed? Let me see what he said.
Was it positive?
No.
Bro, don't tell me he saw some animations and he didn't want it.
No, he knows he could
invite Strictly. And I told you to invite Strictly before the show. Come on, man.
Strictly will be here, bro. He'll
cool.
ask for a link any second. Trust me.
All right, that's what I'm telling you. He's here asking for a link.
Oh, he said those who framed Roger Rabbit animations are so goddamn stupid, and my character was fresh out of Toontown. Low, lazy ass garbage devs. That's what he wrote.
Invite
who
this man.
Framed Roger Rabbit? That's Rev, Brand. Like, listen, I don't.
Who framed Roger Rabbit is Rev?
No, that's what he wrote. That's Rev though. Like that's what I expect Rev to say is who framed Toontown animations. I expect him to say that shit.
Bro, why is Rev so opposed to everything that's not realistic?
Bro, that's Rev. Are you surprised by this?
I'm not surprised, but I just thought you know what? I'm not gonna speak on the man because he's not here. Because I would love to go back and forth with Rev one of these days because it's been a while since we've spoken.
He'll give it another shot eventually, but like Callisto's the game he's playing. Like Need for Speed came out Friday, so did Callisto. He's not gonna stick with Need for Speed over Callisto.
See, to me that's crazy because if a Need for Speed drops and a single player drops the same weekend, I'm playing Need for Speed every time. I mean, that's just me though. Like I just love Need for Speed. I've been a Need for Speed fan since fucking Hot Pursuit, and I'm not talking Hot Pursuit 2012, whatever. I'm talking Hot Pursuit in the 90s on PS1. That's what I'm talking about. Like I've been a Need for Speed head for goddamn 25 years. Like I'm not gonna play some single player game over any Need for Speed game. I mean, listen, hold on, let me take that back because there was a long little stretch there where Need for Speed was fucking trash. So outside of that little stretch from like, well, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They put out a whole bunch of bad games. Shift, fucking what was?
You didn't like Shift?
No, I didn't like Shift. I didn't like Shift Unlimited. I didn't like God damn it. There was one
Rivals?
The Run, Need for Speed, The Run, garbage. The Need for Speed, the one that was just called Need for Speed, another fucking dumpster fire. Like there's been
the reboot. You talking about the reboot?
The one that was just called Need for Speed that might have been based on the movie with fucking the guy from Breaking Bad. I don't know. They came up with the movie.
Was corny, but the gameplay was dope, and the customization was back to kind of form. Honestly,
I think Need for Speed is very hit or miss, especially in the last like 15-ish years. But like Need for Speed Heat was fire. Okay, and this game right here, like from what I see, it looks fucking great. and I'm not gonna play fucking Callisto Protocol over it. And I don't care if it has anime fucking smoke trails behind the game. Like, that's not gonna phase me from playing the game.
Strictly my boy.
Yo, man, what up, man?
Yo, what up,
What
Straight?
up?
You looking good with the glasses. You got the rag. I got you. I see you, pimp.
How's the audio, man? Audio good?
You sound
Yeah.
good, brother.
Strictly set up his Christmas tree today, man. He ditched us.
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
How'd
Yeah,
that
man.
work out, brother?
Man, it was all right, man. You already know. You know what I'm
You
saying?
set it up.
Yeah, set up. You already know the Vaz, man.
I didn't get a picture update. Usually be like, oh, here it is, boom. But you know what
I mean, I'll put one up tomorrow. You already know, man. Chat, what up, man? Seeing everybody, saying what's up, man. Dre Day, you already know what's good. Cassie K, what's going on? Dank Nate, good people. Luke, Mutt, you already know, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat as usual. My guy Mads, Blaze.
So
man.
We went over Callisto real quick, and I briefly, because I know you bought it on Steam. I don't want to spoil the rest. So just quickly, how did that Callisto?
I got my refund, bro. I got my refund not due to the story or the gameplay or anything, but just disappointed, man, in the port. Disappointed in the port, man. And
bad
it's not
port.
Yeah, bad port.
And you
man,
got a 4090.
Yeah, man, I got a 4090. And I'm just disappointed, man. I can't really. That's all I can say.
Tell us what's wrong with it though. Like, what made it so unacceptable?
Obviously the stuttering, man. But I knew something was. I'm gonna be honest, man. I knew something was wrong when I was going through the settings before I started the game, and it had AMD's FSR and no DLSS support.
What?
It didn't make sense. I'm not no. You already know, man. I'm pretty new to PC. Not no expert or anything, but that just was kind of a red flag, man. Because it's like, damn, FSR was it's a newer technology for AMD. So the fact that you support that and not DLSS was like a red flag. But the second I hit start, bro, like it was stuttering off the rip. And I seen it on Twitter prior, you know what I'm saying? So I was just already kind of thinking like, how's it really going to be? And so when it started stuttering, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's kind of crazy. I'm talking about the second I hit the start button, bro. Like the second I hit the start button, it was stuttering. And so the performance was just really, it was terrible, man. It was terrible. And I don't expect things to be perfect, but that was simply unacceptable. And I found it real hard to believe that it passes QA and they not know that, so, and me and you, Blaze, you was in there. I don't think Maz was in the Discord
I didn't see
days
it,
prior, but we were talking about it, man, and me and Push said it a couple times. We're like, man, like this release week for Callisto, and we're not seeing no specs or nothing. Like they're kind of being real tight nip about it. And and when it released in that state, man, it looked real disingenuous, like they was hiding that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it looked to me, and I don't like stuff like that, man. You already know I'm very big on transparency. I make that very clear from the jump with anything, and they weren't transparent, so that really rubbed me the wrong way. But I waited, gave it a shot because they put a patch out, and I was playing this morning, man, and it crashed my shit 3 times. Like, I mean, it crashed, the game itself crashed 3 times, and it crashed my PC once. And so I couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So
like
I'm probably
crashed your whole shit. Like you had to turn it off and back on again.
It blue screen my shit.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
You know what I'm saying? So after that, man, I was like, and Steam, man, they they're pretty lenient with their refund. So I hit them up for the refund. I was like, look, like I played a little bit over 2 hours, but I wanted to give it a fair shot after the patch, and it did not work. So I'm just trying to get my refund because this is simply unacceptable. They refunded me within an hour. You know what I'm saying? I have it on PlayStation 5 still, so I'll probably be running it on PlayStation 5. I got the collector's edition for it.
You booted that up at all?
Not yet. And honestly, man, like I want to play it on my PlayStation. The problem with that is like I feel a little bit conflicted about it because I don't like supporting stuff like that regardless.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if PC aside, if this happened on Xbox or PlayStation, I would do the same thing. Because I can't support that. I cannot support that type of lack of transparency, and I can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
But don't you want to wait for a PC release before you play on PS5? Like don't you just might as well wait at this point?
For it, I mean, like, not for, obviously we're not talking about PlayStation exclusives and shit like that. We're just talking about third party. Yeah, I would like to play on my PC. Like, I have this, powerful ass rig. Like, I definitely want to, play my games on this rig. Like, no question. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? It really rubbed me the wrong way. And this is I get they're a new studio and all that, man, but they're not new to development. Like, let's not make that, let's make that clear. Like, they're a new studio, but they are not new to development. Glenn is not new to development.
Right.
So I didn't like that. I really didn't like that. And from what I played, I loved it. I enjoyed what was going on, man, but I'm disappointed, man. I can't say that enough.
So,
yeah,
go on, Blaze. I'm sorry.
No. I was gonna tell you my daughter got like 3 her friends sleeping over, so it's like crazy at my house.
Oh, it's crazy here.
Yeah.
Oh,
But guys, see what you gonna say.
I was gonna ask Strick, since Callisto was a bit of a flop for you.
Yeah.
We were in the Discord earlier, and you were playing that Heat, not Heat, what's it called?
Unbound,
What's the name
Need for
called?
Speed Unbound.
You were playing that Unbound, so why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, Need for Speed Unbound is the truth, man. Like, and this is, I think it's fair to say that as long as this game gets the support and the content post launch, like, this is definitely going to be the best Need for Speed since like Underground. Like, I don't really think that's a question at this point. They really did good with the aesthetics of the game. First of all, graphically, it looks genuinely amazing. But let's be honest, EA, they always hit the nail on the head when it comes to graphical fidelity and things of that nature. And it's the aesthetic of the game. It's the vibe of it. And when you're driving through the world, you know what I'm saying? One of the things, everything revolves around immersion to me, right?
Mhm.
It all revolves around immersion. And when you're driving around in the world, like, it feels like it's a live thing. There's pedestrians walking the street. When you pull up in your whip, they looking at your car. There's graffiti everywhere. Like, it looks like it's a real.
The sound design too is great.
Sound design is phenomenal. Like, it really feels like you're in that Need for Speed urban era, and they really hit that on the head, man. So obviously the customization is pretty dope. I feel like they could have did better in regards to like the facial hair and hair options. That's really the only gripe I have in regards to customization. But outside of that, the gear that you could put on, the cosmetic items that you could put on, and you unlock more, by the way. I know a lot of people don't know that, but as you go online and you rank up your online ranking or whatever, you unlock more cosmetic items to get. So I noticed that, like,
Bro, they got Fila's shirts, Fila shoes,
man.
Champion hoodies,
Champion.
Versace get up sweatsuits,
Yeah, man. They
Puma.
got a lot.
It's cool. It's definitely a vibe, like he's saying. What else I want to say? Bro, like the water dripper on those cars, man. It just props.
It looks so good, man. And like I'm a big person on I'm really big on not really just customization and cosmetics, but like showing off that type of stuff. Because when we get it, like, we want to show those things off in game, and they do really good with that because they have something called a banner, and you can put your car in the background, you can put your dude in front of your dude or woman in front of your car, and then they got the background of the car itself. There's little emblems, and you could take a picture, you know what I'm saying, and post it on Twitter, whatever you want to do. But when you pull up to someone in the open world, there's an option to where you can push left on the D-pad, and it's going to show you their banner. So I like stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And they really they paid attention to the little small things that us gamers like in games like this, So honestly, man, I know EA been catching shit, in the last few years, man, but Need for Speed Unbound is definitely looking like a hit, bro, for sure.
And that's coming off a strong Need for Speed Heat, and they did everything right Unbound in terms of offline and restrictions. They did everything right, bro. They need EA. I'm not talking about their sports division. I'm talking about everything else they're doing. They've been pretty straightforward, honestly.
For the last few years, they haven't been fucking up for the last few years. So shout out to them. Strick, I had a question also regarding to Unbound. So I saw that they were marketing the game with, like, they were featuring ASAP Rocky and stuff like that. So anything to say about the soundtrack?
Oh, that soundtrack is unbelievably great. Listen, the soundtrack I have on my phone, man, I think is heat. That soundtrack is so fire, man. Like, Yeah, and it's funny. You know, it's fire when you're like not even racing. You'll be driving around the city doing collectibles, whatever it may be, and like you kind of catch yourself like, yo, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit go crazy. You know, and so like you're just that's what be going on. You know what I'm saying? So the soundtrack is fire, man. Again, they pretty much nailed this game from like A to Z, man. Like
Yeah.
there's
Damn,
not
I gotta get on that.
yeah, like like I said, the only issue is the facial and hair options. And honestly,
Was there not enough options for black folks?
there's definitely not a lot of options for anybody to be completely
Oh,
real about
really?
it. There's
Oh,
not
that
a lot of
sucks.
option. And then like
Would you call the beard? What it look like? You
bro,
said,
the beard makes you look old, man. It's like it makes you look like an uncle or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like
it's
y'all
an
know
anime
me.
beard. You got to look at it. I can't explain
Yeah,
it.
you
John.
know what I'm saying? You know me, man. I'm a beard person, so I'm trying to put the beard on my guy, but I can't because he look old as hell when you do it. So like that's my only knock on the game, and my only hope is that they have a lot of post-launch content. Like if they really support this with post-launch content, like Need for Speed Unbound is it's gonna have some legs on it. It's gonna have some legs on it.
Because they're on a 2-year cycle now, Strick. They're on the two. They've
Yeah.
been on this 2-year cycle since Need for Speed reboot. So
Yeah.
they could do that. Like Need for Speed Heat really needed some extra shit, bro, to get it going past the first year, bro. And they didn't drop anything for it.
They didn't, man, and it's unfortunate, man, because Need for Speed Heat was fire. Like
Right.
a lot of people slept on that. Like Need for Speed
Yeah, that
Heat
game was very good.
fire. Yeah, man. Like it was fire. You know what I'm saying? And also with Need for Speed Unbound, excuse me, the driving is a little bit. It's actually not a little bit. Like it's different.
It's
Like
different from
it's
Heat,
different.
yeah.
Like there's like in past Need for Speeds when you're going into drifts, when you're transitioning into drifts, usually you're not losing speed, so it's easy to drift. It's not like that when Unbound. Like you're going to lose speed. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to. It's going to be a learning curve. Like we're still learning that. And it takes some getting used to, but it's nothing I don't like because it's a more realistic, even though it's an arcade, a race game. But it's a little bit like you really gonna have to tailor your builds to certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
I want to say the cops. If you're playing story mode, listen.
Oh wait,
I
there's
had
cops and shit.
Yeah, on the story mode.
Oh,
like
I like that.
I had a Heat Wave 5. I had the helicopter will chase you down, and if you can survive, they'll have to leave to get fuel, and that's your only chance of getting away from like a Heat Wave 5. Like once they leave to get fuel, like all right, we're going to get fuel, we're out of here, and they'll come and send another chopper like a minute later. Like you got a minute, and the cool thing is people don't realize is you can shut off your fucking car, so you can go park in the alley, shut off your car, your lights, and sit there idle. If your car is on, they'll find you much faster. You shut off your car,
really?
They'll drive right by you.
That's interesting.
And there's also undercover cops too.
Yes. Yeah. They just look like an unmarked car. Well, then they'll flick their lights on. Like fuck.
Yeah, like they're not even. They don't show up on your radar. You know what I'm saying? Like they like you gotta like they be on the map, but you can barely tell they're an unmarked car. You know what I'm saying? Like so you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't. It's a little bit more realistic. A little bit more realistic, but I like it. The only thing is they have to implement that somewhat in the online stuff. Like they don't really have the cops, online when you're racing, and I think that needs to be implemented.
Yeah.
But outside of that, man, like, hey, man, Blaze is right, man. Like them cops not playing with you. they're not playing with you.
I had another question. This is my last Need for Speed question. So this game is developed by Criterion, which is the guys who are behind Burnout, and they've been kind of floundering for a minute, and they finally got assigned to do Need for Speed, and it looks like they did it right. Like, do you feel the difference from Criterion developing this game as opposed to the last game in Heat?
Oh yes, absolutely. No question. Like you feel it different. Like I think they did it right, man. What they did was they took everything people loved about Heat, they transitioned it into Unbound, but they put the black culture spin on it, and they just made it better. You know what I'm saying? And they put their own spin on it, in regards to like the driving. I told y'all like the driving is a little bit different than how the cars handle and how you drift and things like that. So they got their own spin on that. But yeah, for sure, like Criterion. I mean, I could see, and I seen this prior. Like I seen people, say, "Hey, Criterion's developing this game. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good."
Yeah.
And hey, man, looked like they was right.
I had high hopes for this game as soon as they mentioned that Criterion's on here. Yo, what up, Royal Boyle? Yeah, dude, because I fucking love Criterion, love Burnout. By the way, yo, is Burnout ever coming back, yo? Because like, I don't know, man. Like, were y'all fans?
I wasn't like. I mean, it's not that I didn't like it or anything. It's just I really didn't. I mean, I didn't care too much about Burnout.
I feel you. I mean, I was always Need for Speed over Burnout for sure.
But I wanted to say but Meds, I think the midnight clubs and the burnouts and shit. Like, I think it's necessary to have like you can't just have that one. Like you said, it's the Call of Duty erasers. I forgot who said that. Somebody said that, I thought. But you got to have a mixture. What are y'all drinking, bro? You're gonna be fucking thirsty.
Water, bro.
Yeah, I'm out. I was drinking water, but I'm out. I'm gonna have to get some water.
I'm sick. I can't even drink fucking alcohol.
Yeah, I just got over the flu, man. That shit had me down for a week.
Yeah, everybody's getting sick. I was sick this week too.
Man, listen, man. But honestly, my daughter was sick last week, and I knew. You already know, man. People who have kids, bro. Like when your kid gets sick,
you're constantly getting sick because you take your kids to
next.
school. Kids at school get your kid sick, and then your kid gets you sick. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you up next, and the parent always gets to like 5 times worse. You know,
my 4-year-old's a little dirty motherfucker, bro.
Man,
like he just be doing the baddest shit, bro. And like he don't care, bro. Yo, like this kid is like he's at a point right now where we can't control him, bro. He just says whatever he wants out of his mouth, bro. And we got to put hot sauce in this fucking mode, bro.
Man, listen, man. Look, kids like little germ magnets. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when my daughter got sick, I knew it was a wrap.
It was coming.
Yeah, bro, and that shit put me down for like a week, man. But you already know, back like a crack.
You good, so this is no, yeah. My phone keeps turning off and back on again.
I just like like this. That's why,
bro. Because I'm over here trying to text somebody, and my phone goes off again. Like, bro, it keeps turning off and then back on again. But whatever, this is irrelevant to the show. No,
yeah, good.
I'm glad you guys are having fun playing these games because I'm looking to get into Need for Speed as well. And shout out to EA, bro. No, I'm not. Because this is exactly the point I was about to make. Shout out to EA for looking out for us broke boys, okay? Because right now you can just, if you're on PC at least, because I don't think this is on console yet, but if you're on PC, and you're interested in Need for Speed, just fucking sign up. They got the $15 premium shit on console.
Oh, for like EA, what the EA?
Yeah, the EA joint.
They got some version of it.
Yeah,
no, they have EA Play, which is the $5 a month joint. But on PC,
10 hours. Oh,
they have
what you mean. Yeah.
Because on PC they have the service where you get all their games and you play unlimited, and you pay $15 a month.
Yeah.
That's on.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So EA is looking out for us broke boys, guys like me. So, like, if you want to play Need for Speed Unbound, you know what I mean, and you want to play, you got 30 days. You pay $15, you got 30 days.
And it's crossplay. I don't know if people know, but it is crossplay.
Word.
Yeah, so all you got to do, man, that is huge. Oh, and look, me and Blaze brought this up before, man, and I feel like people aren't talking about this enough because people have been complaining up until this point about this, man. Like, this is one of the first next-gen, current gen only titles.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and we
had... Yeah, like we have had no crashes, you know what I'm saying? Like no crazy stuff happening, I mean, look, man, like this is people need to be talking about that a little bit more, man, because people have been crying about, cross-gen titles, up until this point, and this is not a cross-gen title. You feel me? So it needs to be talked about a little bit more. But yes, it is cross-play, man. All you gotta do is add them on EA, man, and when you go online, you just scroll up to the name, invite them, and you don't have to race them. Like if you don't want to, man, you could just hop in the same server and just cruise the city, go get collectibles, drive around, whatever you want to do, man. So, I know me and Dank, Dank was in Discord with us the other day. We did a little bit of that, man, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna link up with us tomorrow and play some more. But obviously, I was playing with Blaze, so yeah, man, like we
ain't gonna get into that, are we?
Yeah, we're not getting into that, man. But me and Blaze is at war this morning.
We definitely want to kill each other around 10 in the morning. So.
Yeah, man. We had a little mini war, you know what I'm saying? But that's my God, man. You already know, man.
Bro, that shit was but that's the shit. Like, bro, you playing online, bro. I want to just say this too about the online. There's no rubber banding. There's no like, oh, what the fuck? His car is right here and it just jumped up. Like, bro, this shit is seamless, bro. Like, if you in first place and someone's on your ass, like that's where they are on both sides. It's not like, some racing games it just be rubber band. Like like you think they're
Right.
there and like they kind of their shit just works. And racing against your friends, it might get you in trouble and get you in an argument, but this shit is the funnest shit ever, bro. It really, really is, bro.
And it's easy to stack up money, man. Like for people like,
oh my god,
because we listen, you know what I'm saying, play the story because you unlock, you know, stuff or whatever. But if you're talking about like banking money, like don't
online,
do it through the story mode, bro. Like do it through online. Me and Dank Nate was
because it's
talking
separate
about that.
anyway.
It's separate. Okay.
It's separate, but online you get so much more. Like, listen, you can literally invite one friend, go do like it's like a series of 3 races, and I'm telling you, the races is probably like 2 to 3 minutes a piece. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably 10 minutes total, and first place gets 20K, and second place gets like 17 or 16K. You know what I'm saying? So you can literally just spam that joint all day and stack up your money if you want. Like literally, you know what I'm saying? With only 2 people, it doesn't need to be a full race of people.
Right, and you still reap the benefits.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind too.
I want to get to these super chats. I don't know if Mez is there, but if not, I'll just do them. Let me see where they at.
I'm here.
You here? You want to do these? I'll click.
Yeah, what we got? Oh, we got a few. Okay, cool. First of all, we got Novocaine, who joined up, became a member of the channel. My Dundo. We appreciate you, Nova. You already
Nova, thank you. You're a man of your word, bro.
Yes, sir. Oh, did he say he was gonna do that?
He's like, yo, next week, Blaze, I'm gonna join you. And I was like,
hey, Nova ain't never lie. We got $2 from Prisoner. The Callisto is 8.5 out of 10 for me. I love it.
Oh, you're ahead of me, bro. We gotta go way back. That's why I said I'll click if you look. If you look on screen, I'll click. I know it might be ahead.
All right, cool. Yeah. So that's the first one you got right here, the Joe Rocky.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 5 from Joe Rocky. We was actually just talking to Joe Rocky in the Discord a little while ago. Congrats on staying consistent, Blaze. Keep it up. Appreciate it, Joe
Rocky's such a prideful guy, huh, Mez?
Rocky is a special individual. I'll say that.
Hey, Rocky, listen. You know what's funny about I'm not even just saying this tonight, chat. I was not doing the show tonight. It was like 8:50, and I'm like, yeah, bro. I've been sick all week. I'm not doing the show. I've never seen more. Oh, Blaze, you've been doing great. Wow, you're this many subs. Like I've been reading so many like positive comments. I'm like, wow, thank God I went live. I kind of feel stupid now. But it's just like when you're sick, bro. But I appreciate that, Rocky.
We got another 5 from Cloaked Onyx. Callisto Protocol just got done installing on my Xbox Series X. I'm gonna give it a fair shot. I'll let you know what I think of it when I'm done. Peace. Hey man, appreciate it, brother. Hey man, listen, bro. I hope you enjoy it. Like, don't let us talking shit detract you from playing whatever you want to play.
We ain't even talking shit either.
That's what I'm saying.
We talked a little shit, but mostly it was about the PC port. If you're playing on Xbox, you're probably good. So
I made sure I said that on Crossfire, man. Like the game itself, like you know what I'm saying, when it runs, it's a phenomenal horror game. Like you know what I'm saying, like it's different. It's different from Dead Space because it puts a lot of emphasis on melee and stuff like that. I enjoy it. It's very immersive. You know what I'm saying, which is why I'm even going to try and play, or not try. I'm going to play it on my PlayStation 5. You know what I'm saying? But, I can only go off of what you release, you know what I'm saying? And what my experience is on what you release. And on PC, it was simply unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? So we're only talking performance. We wasn't shitting on Callisto. I'm definitely not going to shit on the game that someone else is enjoying. That's never going to be my intent. I don't do stuff like that. So, yeah, man. Enjoy that shit. You feel me? Shout out to Cloak Onyx.
And again, we got the $2 from Prisoner. Callisto's 8 out of 10 for me. I love it. If you like it, I love it. You know what I mean? I'm happy you're having a good time.
Facts. Appreciate
Black Metal Gamer, 5 cash. I appreciate Black Metal Gamer. He's always supporting. Sup, Blaze and Mez. What Sony game do you feel has high replay value and not one and done? What legacy game does Phil Spencer have under his belt? I don't think any of the recent PlayStation games have a lot of replay value, to be honest. I think that PlayStation has gone into a certain formula, which I think is great. I think the formula is very good, tried and true. People love it. But when it comes to replay value, I think it's really low. Do you know
any? Do you know any? Because I got at least.
I'm thinking. I'm trying to think, but like honestly, I don't really see a lot of games.
Bloodborne's definitely one of them.
Okay.
I mean, like I feel like it depends on the gamer, man. I mean, I know that's
exactly
cliche term, man, but that's the truth. Like it depends on how much you enjoy. But I mean, if you want me to be honest, Sifu has a lot of replay value. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Returnal has a lot of Sifu value or replay value. You know what I'm saying? So like there are games that has like you're gonna be able to play Returnal 3 years from now and feel like it just came out last year, like, or you know, a year prior. Like that's how great Returnal is. Like there
that's
are
true.
games with
I'm
a
dying for
lot
that
of
PC port, dude.
yeah, you know,
That's
yeah, facts.
Metrovania, bro. That's unlimited RNG, different biomes, like
Yeah,
different.
so
Yeah,
yeah, man. Horizon Forbidden West replay value, so it generally depends on the gamer,
it does
and
depend.
it depends on what they put out after the fact. Because make no mistakes, when Horizon Forbidden West gets that DLC, I'm on that shit like white on rice.
Let's see. Another one from Wizard, $4.99. Callisto needed a delay, but Dead Space had them shook. Yeah, that's exactly what I think.
Yeah,
I think they needed to put the game out right now. I don't think they could have competed with Dead Space.
The window, the release window, like they kind of, I don't want to say they didn't have no choice, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, they felt that heat, man. Like Dead Space comes out in January, they're not going to delay Dead Space. You know, it's going to come out. So if it didn't come out in December, they did not want to go up against Dead Space and Forspoken in January, bro. They did not want to do that.
100%. That's legit. The whole reason I think this game came out in the state that it's in, because I don't think they could have afforded to put it out later.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but Sony don't miss when it comes to those titles and stuff, man. So yeah. I mean, just to go back to what I was talking about before.
I mean, that might be a flaw of PlayStation games of late.
Lately, I think, yeah.
What?
That they lack replay value because the games you mentioned were all Sony games that they were exclusive to Sony, yeah, but they weren't made by Sony. Like you mentioned the Housemarque game, you mentioned Sifu,
that's
you mentioned I forgot what the game was before that you mentioned, but like the ones that are following,
whatever.
Yeah, like the ones that are following that template, you know, and by that template, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you have a certain little companion that follows you throughout the whole game. It's very heavily story focused, a little puzzles thrown in there, a little stealth thrown in there. Like that formula of Sony game, while I do think it's awesome, like I don't really have anything against those games. I like them. But when it comes to playing those games again, like you said, strictly, it definitely depends on the gamer. Like some people will want to play these games again. But these games don't make me want to play them again. I don't know about you, but I don't want to play these games again. I beat God of War 2018 one time and I loved it, but I have no desire to play that game ever again.
Yeah, I definitely don't have a desire to play God of War 2018 again. I tried, it just doesn't happen for me. And honestly, again, it definitely depends on the game. But you know, when I think about it, and this, it may correlate, it may not. Just kind of I guess a light bulb popped up. Maybe this is why you see them doing like a lot of remakes too. You know, like the Last of Us remake. So I mean, then people's not going to really go back and play the remaster anymore. So you know, it's remake The Last of Us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get themselves. You feel me? In people will play it. So I mean, again, may correlate, may not. Just something that kind of popped up in my head, man. But nonetheless, man, these games getting played day one. You already know, man. Next Sony PlayStation exclusive that come on PlayStation 5, I'm on that day one. But the thing is, the next big title we have is probably going to be a multiplayer title. Jim Ryan said 2 live service games coming out by the end of quarter 4 2022. And look, man, like it's probably gonna be on PC day one. You know what I'm saying? So I probably won't even have to get on PlayStation 5.
You see, I don't think so. I think the next game that's coming out will be Spider-Man, bro. I don't there's just been no mention of anything, bro.
But see, I don't think that, because like Jim Ryan said that, you know, out of the 10 live service games in development, 2 of them going to be out by that.
I know, but you know what else Jim Ryan said?
What?
That we believe in
generations.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't listen. I'm not mad at Jim Ryan, but I'm not hanging on every word he said, bro.
Nah, the motherfucker's a liar. Motherfucker's a liar.
I think. See, I'm not trying to go there. I still have this opinion to where Jim Ryan, I don't think he was lying. I just think now he definitely chose his words for a reason. Like he definitely misled people. You know what I'm saying, on purpose. So I'm
definitely lied, Shrek.
Yeah, no, he
be lying. He be lying.
He really didn't lie to me. Like he didn't lie, because a lot of people took the "we believe in generations" out of a big paragraph. And when he said that, there were a lot of different reasons he said that. It wasn't just, you know, every game was just going to be a next gen only title. I think people just chose that out of the whole paragraph.
I have an example of him lying.
So
what is it?
You remember when he said that every cross-gen game would have a $10 a free upgrade?
Oh no, that's lying. That was lying.
Okay, yeah. So for the people who don't remember that, he said every cross-gen game you could upgrade for free, and then when Horizon dropped, they were like, "Nah, it's $10." And then when people was like, wait, but that's not what you said before.
That's a fact.
He backed down and they made it a free upgrade. But he was gonna charge people $10 for that.
Oh, he was gonna try. He was definitely trying like that. Now that was a lie, but I was talking more specifically to that paragraph in the "We Believe in Generations" because that's what it said, or whatever. But yeah, I do agree. Like he was lying right there. But Jim Ryan, the businessman, like y'all already know how it goes. Like this, y'all already know, man. Like he is going to choose words specifically, which is why you have to pay attention to specific wording.
Exactly. You need to read it exactly as it's said. Like you have, because they're saying these specific words on purpose. It's no accident.
Is that look and make no mistake, people think Jim Ryan is not. He's not writing this down himself. Like he has people that are paid to tell him what to say. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Like y'all know how I go, man. You feel me? This ain't no different than any other.
It is what it is, bro. An executive lying to people is nothing new. Like this is not unique to Jim Ryan. Executives lie. This is like Phil Spencer be lying too. Like he lies too. They all lie. They all lie.
And things also changed. And things change all the time in these companies, bro. Things, what might have been priority gets shot back down the list, and another new list jumps to, it's just how this shit works, bro. Things change, and rules and regulations change. This ain't America and our beloved rights that can't change. God forbid they try to change something. You know what I mean? Like this ain't that, bro. They can erase something, write a whole new one back. Like it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, that's fact,
yeah, it's just listen. I just see a game like Spider-Man before any.
What's good, bro?
That's me, fool.
Oh, shit. I was like, who the fuck is Troubleshoot?
That's me, brother.
See, man, you got too many fucking nicknames, dog.
Yeah, man. Like I don't be knowing Whitman who like Whitman be popping up is. He gonna be like Grinch or something next time.
The Grinch. Nah, like I see, like I said, I see Spider-Man. Like I see a big game coming out before these live service games. Like, yo, what have you heard from a live service game, Strick? What little bit other than the Last of Us bullshit spinoff? Like, what have you heard? Nothing. Like, not even an itty bit.
There definitely has to be. You got.
I'm not saying they don't got nothing in the works. I'm just saying,
yeah. Like,
ready to come out. I don't know.
Oh no, you make a very good point. Like when I think about it, I'm like, that's a long time. But like, let me see. God of War dropped in November. So I mean, if you think about it, let me see. I mean, December, January, February, March. Like that's 4 months. Do you see them dropping another exclusive within that 4-month window?
Hell no. You talking about right now?
Yeah,
No, it's over. That's it. We third party the rest of the way.
Yeah, we definitely third party rest of the way for sure, bro. Like,
but I'm not complaining. Like I said, Gran Turismo Horizon.
Well, Forspoken, but it's. I mean, it's
does that fit? Is that gonna fit the slot?
Yeah, because it comes in before January, right? It comes in January.
But like even so, yeah, that's a third party, first party type of deal.
So I mean, we're talking about literally, their first party studios. The next exclusive that's gonna come out, I don't think it's gonna be Spider-Man. They gotta have something coming out prior to Spider-Man. Spider-Man probably not dropping until like September, man.
And if the people think this is a bad year, this is a slow year for PlayStation, imagine how the other guys feel, right? Like because it might be only 3 games, but these are 3.
Bro, 3 games is 3 games is a lot of games.
It's a lot of games, bro. These games are massive. These games are huge games, bro. And they're not just like throwaway, forget about type of a games. Like these are quality, big ass games. And like even if you throw in like the little Sifus and strays Sony, what I like about Sony is they're always making sure their back end's okay, bro. Like they always make sure they got a third party filler spot. Like, yeah, we're not gonna have a game these 4 months, but we got you with this type of game that they made sure they went out and paid Square Enix to get that deal done. Like they made sure of that. Like I don't care if it's a year that only I can play it.
Yeah,
unless you got a PC, obviously. But,
yeah, look, man. I mean, we gonna be eating good from third party though, man. Because I mean, but we have to.
Third party is nuts next year.
Yeah, nuts, man. Because they dropped the ball this year, bro. Like they.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Third parties nuts,
bro. Next year is a lot of shit coming, dude.
Yeah, I mean, Hogwarts, Suicide Squad. That's 2 off the rip. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking Resident Evil 4 is coming out next year.
You're right. You're right.
Dead
What
Space
else?
is coming out next year.
Yeah,
Bro,
and
there's a
definitely
lot
stuff we
of
don't know about.
games, dude. There's a lot of games.
Yeah, there's a
I know,
lot of stuff.
but you just named 4 games, but you know how fat. Listen, you see people.
The new
in
Star
this-
Wars is coming next year.
Hopefully, people like to forget so
Final
fast.
Fantasy
Once a
16.
game comes out in this industry, people move on so fast. You know, they eat it up for a couple weeks, maybe a month if it's got some good legs on it. And
Depends
then
on the replayability.
But even so, like it's just forgotten about. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't see people talking about Elden Ring like they were those first.
Elden Ring was talked about for like 4 months straight, though.
Yeah, but that's a special unicorn. But what I'm saying, like people just were so spoiled. Like we were after the next plate and the next plate.
I get what he mean though.
Like
Like he's saying like, yeah, like after the initial first couple, 2 to 3 weeks when people are going through the game, they beat it. You start seeing like the hype kind of go down like significantly, 4 or 5 weeks. So I get what he's saying. Like gamers tend to they beat it. They get their platinum, they share the platinum trophy, and then they move on to whatever it is. So I do get what he's saying. I guess it just depends on the game. Like I don't think there's a lot of games that it just depends, man. Like you said, Elden Ring's a unicorn. The next really third-party game that's gonna be doing that is, I mean, like longevity-wise talking, is
GTA.
It gotta be GTA. I was just about to say it gotta be GTA 6.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
next year.
that's the downside of putting out awesome banger single player games. Like for example, like honestly, I don't think there was a shitload of conversation about God of War if you compare it to Elden Ring, because Elden Ring didn't have a narrative. Like it did have a narrative, but like the story's hidden. You have to go and find it. So like people had no problem talking about Elden Ring the day it came out. But a lot of people, were being courteous and they weren't talking too much about God of War when it came out because they're being sensitive to spoilers and all that. But then after they beat it, they're not going to talk about it after that either because they beat it. So there's nothing to talk about. I already finished it. Is it? I mean, like, I don't think the God of War conversation lingered very much on social media as much as Elden Ring. And
I think.
What do you think? What'd you say?
I just think with God of War, man, I think like I didn't beat it yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go back and beat it. Because I just had to take some time away because of the sad stuff that I was doing.
Listen, he got burnt out, bro. Those side missions are long.
Yeah, I definitely got burnt out from that, man, with all the puzzles and stuff. I just feel like some people are scared to put their opinions online because of the backlash they'll get. You know what I'm saying? And in God of War Ragnarok, it has such a big following. You know what I'm saying? So and you could kind of tell because when I put the tweet out, you seen a lot of people just out of nowhere was like, damn, like you got a point. You know what I'm saying? Like the puzzle was kind of a little bit extra this, that, and the third. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and no one's saying it's a bad game or nothing. Like, I feel like it's still a phenomenal game from what I played. But I feel like it had flaws that as a gamer, for me as a gamer, it was hard to look past. So I was like, man, let me just take a break from that because I did so many sad stuff and I'll get back to it eventually.
What happened to you is you were doing all the story shit. And as you progressed in the story, you're like, oh, look at this direction. Let me go here. And then you're like, oh, shit, there's another pathway where I can go my canoe this way. And you did all that shit. And then you found like a mountaintop you can climb up. And there was a whole nother fucking big ass area. That will wear you down, bro. For the first time, I got to a point doing puzzles in God of War Ragnarok where I said, listen, either I beat this story or I'm going to get burnt out, bro. Like, I'm not 2018. I got the platinum. I was in love. You know what I mean? But I said, I just want to beat the story. Like I want to enjoy. I want to see what happens to the end of the story. Shout out to Vic. Said 2018 over Ragnarok. A lot of people feel that way, and that's not a crazy statement either, bro.
It's definitely not a crazy statement, man. Yeah, like I and me, you talked about it. Like I just burnt out on that. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate because I didn't. If I knew that going into it, I would have obviously approached it differently. I would have beat it by now. But that's just not.
Bro, you probably got 45 hours, and you could already beat the game.
Yeah. I think in God of War Ragnarok, if I had to guess, bro, I probably have around like give or take 15 to 20. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit more. Again, give or take. You know what I'm saying? So I put some hours into it. It ain't like I just put 2 hours into it and just was like I'm talking shit.
Bro, we were on that shit for 3 days straight.
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember
So,
jumping in party chats like, "Oh, how do you like? What'd you do on this puzzle? Like, where'd you go here? Did you find this runic yet? Oh yeah, I found the heavy runic."
and
Like, bro, ain't nobody gonna no one's gonna take away that from you, bro. Come on.
and it's not even just the amount of puzzles. It's not just about that. It's about like how good, like how many things you have to do to get stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to you know what I'm saying? You got the cigar arrows. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta light them on fire. But sometimes you gotta use it blaze of chaos. You gotta spin something around, take it close to over here, and then you gotta light them both on fire, shoot it with the arrow, and then the blow up. Then you gotta go all the way around something else to get it. It's like, fam. Like by the time I do that, I don't even feel like playing the game no more. You know what I'm saying? Then you get into a fight, and then you go to another puzzle. That'll take you another 15 minutes, and then you get into another fight, and that's what I meant by pacing and kind of just.
Bro, I think everybody sees they know what's up, bro. If you are listen, the term I'm gonna give you tonight is logical. Be a logical person, bro. There's not many of you logical people out there. Like you can't have certain like when someone's one way, if they're primarily a Sony guy, there's no way to fucking crack the cobwebs out their head. Like you can't talk to people like that. Or if they're a complete Xbox guy, you can't persuade any of those guys. Those guys are so fucking far gone in their head. You can't tell them like, yo, but you're playing on PC, bro. What are you doing?
I hate people, man. This man.
Am I lying?
This man said Ragnarok, man. I can't. Like, but look, it's so funny, man, because you motherfuckers ain't say shit in the whole chat. The second you bring up a PlayStation exclusive, link wanna pop up, man. Get off your knees, boy. God damn. You know what I'm saying?
I've been saying this for years, bro. These PlayStation guys, bro, you can't say shit about their games.
Xbox guys too.
No, that's not. I mean, that's true, but also the thing is that there's more Sony guys than there are the Xbox guys. So you don't hear more.
Yeah, but you don't see the Xbox guys complain about games because man.
I mean, what are they gonna complain? Oh yeah, the game sucks again, just like the last one. Like, bro, listen, like, bro, these PlayStation guys, like, even the games
all the same to me. That's all I'm saying.
I get that, but the thing is that, bro, they ride so hard, bro. These places, because the thing is like you can't even criticize it a little bit, even if you hear it from a fellow guy who is usually on your side, like a guy like Strictly. You know how many people don't turn their backs on Strictly and put the pitchforks up on him after what he said about Ragnarok on Twitter? Right. Like, bro, this guy is a PlayStation man's, and he's not even allowed to voice his opinion because unless you're just sucking Sony dick, your opinion is invalid, and that's crazy.
Bro, they do it. Yeah, they do it all the time, bro. It's like, bro, I'm telling you, you listen. I am nobody, but you definitely see like them motherfuckers got the pitchforks out just because I'm gaming on PC more. And I'm like, fam, I can say.
Don't worry, Strick. I'm telling you, listen, I went through that phase too. Trust me, I went through that phase too. But what I'm telling you is I see a lot of Xbox guys in my chat right now. No bullshit. And a lot of PlayStation guys, and a lot of PC guys, and a lot of gamers. The point is, they're gonna eventually have to eat it, bro.
Oh like, yeah, listen. I know it. Make no mistake. Fuck them. Like you already know how. You know my attitude. Fuck them. You fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't none of them touching me. You know, it's simple as that. You know, and when it comes, it's simple as that. When it comes to these games and shit, they not touching me because I'm gonna be on them joints on PlayStation day one when it drop. If it's on PC, I'm on it day one. It's really,
bro, we're not leaving PlayStation just because we decide to say something crucial that you don't like, bro. Like it's okay.
Bro, I gotta say it again. That shit funny as hell, bro. This man said Ragnarok.
That's fire.
I didn't hear that. That shit is funny,
bro. Like, Ragnarok is fire.
That's funny. I'm not gonna lie.
And bro, even your very favorite game, if you're honest with yourself, you can find flaws and point them out.
My favorite game is Horizon Forbidden West. Like like they be like, oh, you're a PC game, bro. My favorite game is on PlayStation 5, fam. Of the year, like you know what I'm saying, like really let that sink in. The Last of Us, Metal Gear Solid, like are all like synonymous with PlayStation. You feel me? So you can say, so that tells you all you need to know. I can say all of this all day, and what they still going to be like? What they still going to say? Oh, you're a
PC guy now. You switch sides.
Like, yeah,
Strictly, they're too scared or too broke to take the dive. Because if they did taste a little bit of what PC gaming has to offer, like they would understand. Like, nah, I get it, guys. Nah, I fucking get it, bro. I get it. Because there's no way you cannot fucking get it.
Yeah,
dude. Listen.
Brand loyalty is strong.
You PlayStation guys and Xbox guys, you crave oh, we got the most powerful console. Oh, our shit's running at 900, 1900. Y'all's are running at 1600. Like, if that's what if you're worried about pixels and frame rate, bro, you're doing it wrong, bro. If that's what you're worried about, if
Bro,
you just want to
too many people, I say it all the time. Like, you motherfuckers are obsessed with graphics, but you play on console. That shit, the math don't math up. It don't make sense.
Yeah, bro, it definitely don't make sense, man. And hey, man, you already know, dog. I'm gonna play these games regardless. You know what I'm saying? They gonna talk trash, but a lot of these people just not gonna pull up when it comes to these games.
Bro, y'all can go to your listen. You can go to your primarily PlayStation podcast. Cool. Y'all want to hear the same story over and over and how they were under the desk sucking cock for PlayStation. Like, listen, it's okay to say you don't like something sometimes. It's okay. It's all good.
It's okay.
Listen, I got Sony lights up. Like, you can't go around this room without seeing a Sony LED, bro. I love PlayStation. Strictly loves fucking PlayStation, bro. If he does a 360 in his room, you're gonna see 1,000 statues with PlayStation propaganda everywhere, bro.
Bro, I got so many statues from PlayStation. I wish I could just really pan my camera around, but I got displays with the PlayStation.
Come on, bro.
Controller.
Yeah, bro.
I got displays with all exclusives on the front with the TV, bro.
It's
like
disrespectful, bro. Really.
You know, your credentials are unquestionable.
Crazy.
Period.
This shit's crazy.
Your credentials are unquestionable. Let me cover these super chats before we continue. We got $4.99 from Royal Boyle 78. That's my guy. Here to always support the real ones. Callisto has the best brutal killings I have seen in a horror game to date. I'm dying on purpose to see these deaths. Hey man,
Right.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, brother.
You know, we didn't cover that, but that is what you call blood and gore.
Facts.
That game.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm hearing that the animations are crazy. They're gonna add more with the DLC and stuff like that. We got a $1.99 from Verg Brizzle. Shout out to Strick. No fuckboy nonsense. I said FB. Well, no Facebook. No, he means fuckboy.
I said the same thing in my head.
Yeah,
bringing up
no fuckboy nonsense. I trust him. Hey, as you should.
Hey, shout out to Verg Brizzle, man. Like, hey man, we just try to keep it a buck, man. I don't got no agenda, no narrative. But I mean, my only agenda is play games. Like y'all already know. I don't got no hidden agenda, no narrative, man. I'm a very transparent person. That's just what it is, dog. Like,
straight. I mean, if they come at you, what are they gonna say about you?
Not a damn thing. Or they gonna try
what
to
can
say
they? What can they say? Verg Brizzle 199 again. Thank you, Meds and Strick, keeping it real. Hey man, that's all we can do. That's all we can do. We appreciate the support.
Shout out to Verg, man. Shout out to Verg.
Absolutely,
man.
Bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate you fucking showing love to my people too, bro.
PS Rewind, what up, bro? Delta, what up?
Shut your dirty mouth, Kyle. Shout out to Grim Glenn in the chat. Another big PlayStation guy that turned jump ship and now he's a big expert. How the fuck,
bro? I used to be a pony before I became a PC guy. I was a pony hardcore, bro. Check my trophies.
All right, so hold on, man. I got something for you. How the fuck do you go from sucking, taking Jim Ryan's cock and just fucking?
Okay, that didn't happen, but carry on.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general. These guys, yeah, you will see. Listen, but these guys will suck off one platform and then the next iteration, Series X is out, and boom, my boy Grim Glenn just jumped the ship. I said, "Where you going?" He's like, "I'm going to that ship." I'm like, "What? That ship got holes in it with no games. Where you going?"
Let me keep it. Keep it.
I don't know how people do that shit. Grim Glenn, you know how Grim Glenn got an awesome channel dedicated to horror games, and he got great reviews. Check him out.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000, man. I think actually, the majority of it, man, is a lot of people, bro. Like, if you really want to get a lot of views, you can easily just bring up PlayStation. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, it's a lot of it is clout. A lot of it is just clout.
A lot of it's clout views. You know what I'm saying, for the channels and stuff like that, man. And like, they just be like, "Fuck it." Why do you think when the whole marketing thing for PlayStation wasn't really an issue, but people tried to make it an issue? People was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was easy to get clicks for that shit, regardless if it was true or not, because it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it comes down to. People don't got nothing to talk about, so they're going to hang on to whatever PlayStation does, and they're going to try to get them views to check their box for their channel. And I ain't doing it.
No, yeah. And I mean, listen, Blaze, people switch sides, like, outside of like the YouTube bubble, right? Let's just pretend, let's just talk about the general consumer. People switch sides all the time, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people aren't attached to this kind of stuff like the people on Twitter that you see.
I understand, my Meds. Help me understand. You went from a PS4 generation, which was, yes. Well, not you. Let's just say, all right, let's just say you didn't go to PC. Let's say you switched to Xbox, which you really did. But
Yeah, kinda.
right. But you went from PS4, all those
Yeah.
great games and titles that were on the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Xbox, that whole generation showed you literally dog shit, and you're like, you know what? Next generation, I'm going with them guys. It's like
I think
weird.
some of it is value. Like I do think that as a brokey, I can speak on it. I think Xbox provides. I think Xbox provides a lot of value. I think Xbox lets you play the most games and provides the most bang for your buck. I do
because
think
of Game
that's
Pass.
yeah. I think that is a big differentiator because PlayStation they'll even tell you like this is the premium shit. You're paying $70. Like PlayStation is like boutique shit, you know what I mean? And Xbox is goodwill, you know what I mean? So I don't shop at boutiques, but I'll pull up at the Goodwill sometimes.
Bet you find a lot of Xboxes there, dog. It's crazy.
Listen, man, a lot of people are after the value. They're not after, the top of the top, $70 stuff.
I get it, Miz, but
that's a
what
big
value?
factor.
What value are you talking about?
Like I said, Game Pass. I think Game Pass provides a lot of value, especially when you combine that with a Series S. When you know that you can play next gen games and not pay $400 or $500, just pay $300. I think that's a big thing too. And Xbox, because
the Series S is next gen to you.
I have a Series S and I don't have any complaints.
I don't think that there's anything next gen about Xbox, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not going. See, strictly, you're falling back into your old ways.
But the next gen third party games they're dropping on Xbox.
That's not my old ways.
I'm saying the S. I'm saying the S.
Oh, the S.
The
S. There's nothing there, bro. But I said what I said, so that the Series S falls under that. Yeah. I'm just saying in general, like the Series S falls under that. Like, I don't think that there's really anything, next gen about Xbox.
Man. I mean, I don't think there's anything next gen about this gen at all. Like, I haven't been impressed by anything that's come out. Like, I've been looking at graphics that looks like this for the last fucking 5 years on my PC. Like, none of this is impressive to me.
What have you
seen? My bad. Go ahead, Blaze.
No, I was gonna ask him, what have you seen other than PlayStation titles on PC that look like PlayStation titles?
I think the best game that's out on PC right now in terms of graphical quality is it's either Red Dead 2 or the new Plague Tale.
I mean, those are pretty games. I'm not gonna dispute those. But you said the last 5 years, so I was hoping. Well, Red Dead 2 falls in that. Yeah. All right, I'll let you live on that. It's just listen, man. It's just PlayStation games. God of War Ragnarok by the end of Christmas will be on sale for $30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's not like they're Nintendo and they're keeping these price tags at $60, $70. Like PlayStation's like somebody in the chat just said it, like the games do go on sale really fast.
No, they
all
do.
the time.
They do.
They're pretty good with
that.
Not
like last gen though. These sales are not the same as last gen.
I think the PlayStation Store and the digital stores on Steam, like I think the Xbox and the PlayStation have caught up to Steam in terms of sales. Like having digital sales sometimes rival, if not better. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. Like before, that was never even close or never even the option. You don't think that's true? Like they've caught up the consoles, like kind of making the sales much more appeasing.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when it comes to digital.
Digital, obviously, yeah.
Absolutely. Like Steam sales, like, do I think that you can, for the most part, find better deals on PC than console? Yes, but like, you're not getting ripped off on console like you were 10 years ago. Like games on console go on sale all the time for really low. Yeah, absolutely. I think there's value on console, and there's value in PlayStation as well. Like I'm not saying that there's no value over there, but when you look at bang for buck and the value proposition, like if you're a gamer on a budget, which a lot of people are these days, I think Xbox is the better choice.
Now, if you were gaming, you would be game sharing with Red Hood, which Red Hood has bought every single PlayStation exclusive, which means you would inherit all the riches for free.
That's true, but at the same time, I'm not really interested in a lot of those games. Like, out of everything that PlayStation has dropped, the only games I would have actually played would be Returnal. I think Returnal looks fucking awesome. And God of War. Outside of Returnal and God of War, I wouldn't have played any of those games.
Sifu's on PC though. Would you play?
That's true also, yeah. But Sifu's on PC, and I could pirate the game, and I haven't pirated. I'm not interested. Not everybody's interested in every single
Demon
thing
Souls
that,
for you? Demon Souls.
I low key want to play
not
Sifu
interested.
mods, by the way. I want to play it with the John Wick mod or Neo mod from the Matrix or something.
Like a lot of this stuff. I mean, listen. You see, if you go on Twitter, you would think that every single person plays these games, but they don't. If they did, they would sell Nintendo numbers, but they don't sell Nintendo numbers. God of War came out, and Sony came out and said, "Oh, God of War sold 5 million in what, 5 days or 3 days, whatever." And then like 3 days later, fucking Nintendo came out and said, "We sold 10. Hold this." Like, bro, like
Nintendo can suck my dick.
If everybody was on these Sony games the way that it appears to be on Twitter, then they would sell Nintendo numbers, and they don't.
It's a goddamn shame. A game like Pokemon. Literally the same game.
Sucks too. That game sucks too. That Pokemon game sucks.
The only reason I don't like those comparisons though, man, is Nintendo is they're marketed to a more broader, to a more wide market than what PlayStation is, man. Like,
yeah, it's a lot more kid friendly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they're going to appeal to a lot more, people, because people have kids. You know what I'm saying? As in multiple, so they're going to be able to sell. So that's how I personally look at it. And I know, what I'm saying, people can say, hey, or, it's they still doing it. And I'm not saying that that's not true. They still selling, but I just think you can't necessarily compare Nintendo and PlayStation because they're so vastly different. So I just think it's apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong on that, and it's also a lot to do with the fact that PlayStation makes games for adults. PlayStation puts out mature titles, and a mature rated game, for the most part, it's hard to sell. It's hard to outsell an E-rated game as a mature rated game. The only like super crazy high selling mature rated game is GTA. The other, if you look at the top selling games of all time, they're all E-rated. They're all E-rated.
Call of Duty sells, isn't that a mature?
No, yeah, absolutely. But kids play Call of Duty, bro.
Yeah. I mean, because it's a first person, it's Call of Duty. Like
the best selling games of all time are shit like fucking Minecraft, things like the Pokemon franchise, things like Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah,
Wii Sports, Kart, which was bundled, so I guess we
Gran Turismo, believe it or not.
does another one.
Yeah, Gran Turismo, exactly. Games that are rated E. They sell better than mature rated titles. And somebody in the chat I see says the ratings don't mean shit that much. Yes and no, but at the same time it does. Like I said, look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. Look at the top selling games ever. For the most part, they're E-rated titles.
They don't mean anything, but it's correlated.
I like to see what Need for Speed does in terms of numbers. If there's like an increase, a big spike in people buying this shit because it's more, I don't want to say colorful, but it is. It's more fucking colorful. It's more inviting and more easy on the eye. You know what I mean? I feel like
it pops a little bit. It pops more. You know what I'm saying? Then
it catches your attention. It's not just it's another racer.
Right? Yeah, that's one cool thing about Unbound, man. Like the little anime shit thrown in there. I'm not mad at it at all. I think it looks cool.
I think it's I think it's honestly fire, man. It really complements it well, man.
So all right. We'll go to this last topic here. So Metacritic scores, they matter, they don't matter, and depending on I what pisses me off about Callisto? I didn't catch the whole 150 Sony developers were on this game. I didn't catch that until the game was out and
yeah, they said that like right before it came out.
Did they? See, I didn't catch, bro. I'm not on. Listen, by the way, guys, I'm not on Twitter like that. I post what I post. I might check out a couple things if I see it. I don't fucking give a fuck about Twitter, bro. I really don't. I just post what I want to post, and I'm out of there, bro.
I'm definitely starting to get on that wave, bro. Like,
bro, it's gonna take a while. Listen, the dopamines are like, oh, he liked my shit. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I mean? I'd rather come chop it up online and interact with people. Like I can actually see who's interacting at that every moment. Like I'm cool. I'm cool with Twitter.
I definitely see Twitter for what it is. Just because I know how it is now, man. Like, and I think yesterday is just a prime example. Look, man,
Wait, what happened yesterday? What did you say on Twitter yesterday?
No, I ain't saying that on Twitter. It was just like I'm giving this example, and it's not a shot or anything. Like, because J-Dub, cool people. You feel me? Like, we're not gonna make it like he's not, but he say all this crazy stuff on Twitter, but when he caught up on Crossfire, man, he got his ass smoked out his boots. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So I think people you know, they hop on Twitter because they could say stuff or whatever, and you know, they can think about what they say, or they can take a while to get back because there's no one in your face, or there's no one talking to you right then and there to make you respond and speak to what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So we caught him on Crossfire, and he was putting out, you know,
He's saying he was rusty.
He was
saying he was copping, please. What happened?
Nah, we was just talking about some PC stuff. You know, he was trying to put out those false numbers. You know what people like to say, you got to spend 4K on the PC when you don't have to spend 4K on the PC. You know what I'm saying? Just little stuff like that. You know, and then, you know, when I challenge them and stuff like that, you know about the PC, you know, they start saying, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna be honest, and I'm like, how many times you gonna say you being honest, bro? Answer the question. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and that's really what it is. Like Twitter, it's easy to say something and go about your business and not worry about no repercussions. But with you on a podcast and you got somebody that's going to challenge you on some stuff, it's a whole different subject, you know. Look, and that's how I see Twitter.
You know, and listen, J-Dub's my guy. He's got my number, all that. Like, he's a great, you know, he just came back to Twitter, so he might be, you know, he might got some cobwebs he got to shake out still. That's my man. But I want to say this, man, because this is gonna fall back to what Strictly said.
Yeah.
How much money do you need to spend to get a reasonable console experience, but better? So you're getting a 4K-ish.
I think minimum. Wait. Go on. Finish.
Yeah, you're getting a 4K or 1440p. You know, that's the resolution you're shooting for, right? You're not going to want to play 1080p coming from a PlayStation 5. These dudes all got OLEDs and shit, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it depends. Because if we're talking just a computer, that's a different number. Bro. If we're talking about, you know, you have to have a nice desk, a monitor, a keyboard and mouse, and all that. If you want to include all that, I want to say at least $1,500, because
I don't think we can add the monitor. The reason being is because
or the desk. I can't.
Adding the television to the console price, absolutely, yeah.
And that's exactly what I was about to say. Because if that's the case, then we're gonna put that OLED on top of.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I asked the question. If we're just talking about the computer itself, then I want to say like $800-900. I think $800-900 gets you right there, right where you want to be. You're not missing out on nothing. You're not playing games worse than console. You're playing them at 60 frames, sometimes 120 frames. Absolutely, I think $800-900 is good, at least right now in the current climate. Like if you want to say like a year ago, then maybe then you could say like $1,500-1,600. Yeah, but like right now, $800-900, you're good.
And that sounds legit, man, because Dank Nate said 1,000. So, you know, give or take around those. Around
that. 800-900, 1,000, same shit. You know.
Yeah,
if you want to round it up to
1,000, a 3060.
And and you'll play 1440p at over 60 frames, pretty much every single game. Like my PC cost $1,500 2 years ago, so I'm not like at the top of the top. What, you know, by no means, and I'm still playing my games at 1440p at over 80-90 frames. Like I'm not hurting to upgrade at all. So
I'm good. Is this a Strictly Sock account? Let me read this shit. Horizon has better combat than God of War, at least on keyboard. Yo, Rick, my guy.
Shout out to Rick Lag, bro. Yes. Now you are speaking my language.
Nah, you know, it's just interesting. Look, yo, chat, look, check it out. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break the night down for you, okay? I really appreciate this shit, bro. I really, I can't stress to you, like it was a last call. Bro, I'm telling you, I was not doing this. Huh?
It usually be the shows. It's like the gym. You know when those workouts will be like, dang, I don't feel like going to the gym. You go and then the workout be crazy fire.
Yes.
It's like that. Like you be ready to be like, man.
And then you be like, damn, I'm so glad I came.
Yeah, you be like, dang, I'm glad I did this show.
Because if you skip a day, you kind of get out of the loop and shit.
Yeah. If you skip one, you'll skip two.
I know, and that's the fucking truth, bro. But nah, chat. I appreciate the fucking love, bro. For real. Just curious. Yo, can I just get out of curious chat? I just want to know who's on console. So if you can just put like an X,
make a poll. Make a poll. You can make a poll.
Yeah, you know what? I can make a poll. I'm just curious, like what? Because honestly, if this was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I know my audience is. They're all blue and they're all PlayStations with a couple stragglers. But now, I swear to God, I guarantee. Well, let me not.
It's probably a mix, man. That shit may be like 50-50-50.
No, I think it's gonna be mostly PlayStation still.
I think it's mostly PlayStation.
It probably is mostly PlayStation. But I do think though that the people that are mostly PlayStation, I think some of them also understand more what we
Sorry.
be talking about with PC.
Yeah,
Like, you know
a
what I'm
lot of
saying?
people are well versed now. A lot of people are learning
Yeah.
more about PC and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like Dink Nate. Dink Nate's a PlayStation gamer, but he understands also like PC and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he'll vote PlayStation, but you know, he'll probably if there was like an asterisk, he'll probably be like, yeah, I play mostly on PlayStation 5. However, I'm looking into PC and I'm interested in it and stuff like that. You know, like just a little bit of nuance, you know, to that or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I think actually, if you were to poll the audience, I think you'd see like 70-30 PC, like not 70-30 exactly, but like, I think you'll see like 70 PS5 and like 20 PC and like fucking 8% Xbox and 2% Nintendo. I think that's our audience. I think the majority of people here, they play on PS5 and then
This,
I'm really
PC.
curious.
I'm sure
really
this Kyle
curious.
Reese dude is just playing, right? Like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
y'all know,
Kyle Reese
y'all
is
know
nutty.
me.
He's
Y'all
a
know
troll,
me. I
bro.
be,
Don't
you
let
know what
him.
I'm saying? Y'all know
Kyle
me.
Reese is insane.
I
Don't
make
even.
sure I ask first. I make sure I ask. Y'all know I be jumping. I be ready to, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, Kyle Reese is good. Kyle Reese is good people, but he likes to stir the
No, I
pot.
figured.
Don't.
I figured. No, I figured.
Yeah, he likes to stir the pot.
Yeah, he's good.
Bro,
But I'm very curious as to the results of
Me
these
too.
polls. If you hear our voices
bro,
right now,
if Xbox and
vote in this
Nintendo
poll
wins
right
this
now.
poll, I will.
No, that's not happening.
I know.
It's gonna be PlayStation. It's gonna be PlayStation. I'm actually super curious to see.
I think it'll still be PlayStation because that's the heritage. You know what I mean? It's in the bloodline.
I mean, this is Blaze 4K's channel. Like, you're a PlayStation guy. Of course, the majority of the people here are gonna be PlayStation guys.
But they still rocking. I be criticizing a lot, bro.
Bro, people like authenticity.
Well, I'm just saying the truth, chat. I'm just
Yeah.
speaking that's my opinion. That doesn't mean my opinion overtops and is more valid than yours. This is how I feel, bro. Is anybody gonna click Nintendo? Come on, man, give us some love.
Bro,
baby.
we don't have no
Nobody's gonna
Nintendo
click
gamers
Nintendo.
here, bro.
Yeah, no one's gonna click Nintendo, fam.
Yeah, you see, that's exactly what I said. You see, look at it. Majority PS5, a little bit of Xbox, and some PC.
Where's
30%
yo,
PC is not some. That's
where's the poll?
it's on.
You
YouTube.
don't see it?
You don't
It's
see
on the
it?
YouTube chat.
Okay, I gotta go to the YouTube.
I'm
chat.
seeing it right now live. Right now, it's 29% PC, 59 PS5,
It's
and
definitely yes, zero
Nintendo.
That's funny. There's a lot more PC than I thought though. 31% is a big percentage though.
That's more than I thought.
That's a big percentage.
Me too. I'm shocked with that, for real.
I thought it would be at least 70% PS5.
2% Nintendo. Damn, bro.
They just clicked that because we said that there was zero. They just clicked that out of spite. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they definitely
Ain't
clicked that as yeah, somebody definitely.
Bro, nobody plays primarily on Nintendo, bro. Nobody. You still need a PC or an Xbox or a PlayStation to play your third-party games. Everybody who plays on Switch, including myself, I have a Switch. I like Switch, but like it's not my main fucking console. I play that shit sometimes.
Yo, we got to get this to at least 80, bro. There's 112 in here.
Because mostly like most of the people, like I'm saying most people who main Nintendo consoles are kids.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you main Nintendo, it's probably a little kid because it's it's portable. Parents be taking them everywhere, so they just undock it, go whatever they're going.
Yeah, parents trust Nintendo. They think I buy this game, I know there's not going to be some nudity or some crazy shit in this game. Like they trust Nintendo.
Nah, but see, Sean Benjamin, I know he's a Nintendo guy. Like I know he clicked that poll. Like that ain't bullshit. I know he did. And that's okay, bro. Listen, I still got Nintendo nostalgia in me. It's just
I love Nintendo.
I just want them to. I just want better hardware from Nintendo. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm I don't know. That's all. Just a little bit better. But nah.
Oh yeah, this poll worked out pretty much exactly the way I thought.
But shout out to the PC gamers in here, man. Shout out to I'm really proud of that. Like I've grown a whole. Whew,
yeah, the 30. PC number is actually a lot higher than expected.
And that goes to show you though, like I think that's telling for PC in general too, man. Like
people are making the switch. A lot of people are making the switch.
A lot of people are like they're definitely more interested in PC. Like they're actually they're thinking about it. Like they're
strict. Like you said though, Med's like, oh, do I add bro? Listen. You could be like native in my Discord that puts your shit on a fucking dresser. But like, yo, you need a desk. You know what I mean? You need a desk. You really do. Like, you need some type of desk. You need a chair. you need a fucking. You don't have to have a mic like this. You can have like just like a fucking headset mic. You know what I mean? But it's just cool to see. But I appreciate y'all, chat. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna probably go. I don't know what I'm gonna go do. Play some Warzone. Do something.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Warzone. After this, I'm getting on Warzone.
There we go.
Oh, actually, I gotta check out the MMA. After I check out the MMA, then I'm gonna get on Warzone.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
I know.
Strick, why so early?
He wake up mad early.
You're an early sleeper.
I'm an early bird, man. Like I be up before God.
I mean, you're a military man.
Yeah, man. I be up at
so you got used to that, right?
Bro. Yeah, I'm like up, you know, at my PC probably by like 6:15.
Bro, but I'm up early, Meds. I stayed up all night till like 4 a.m, and I still woke up at 7:30 and made a coffee.
Bro, the older you get, the earlier you wake up, and it's not by choice. Oh wait, I'm awake. I guess okay. Like bro, like I have an internal clock, and I wake up every day, no matter if I gotta go to work or not, like around like 6:50.
You ever wake up like, oh shit?
I'm the same. Like I don't need no alarm to wake up. Like I wake up at the same time every day.
Yep.
Like my mental clock is like wake your ass up. You know what I'm saying? But it's so like in the morning for me, it's like quiet. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody up, so it's like really good time for me to like not only just game but like do whatever, man. Sometimes
just unwind. You're right.
Read. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I go sit on the patio, read my iPad books or whatever. Stuff like that, man. Like.
Oh, if you're a reader, Strick, I got a lot of book recommendations here. I'm a book reader myself, so
I am too, man. And I kind of fell off a little bit. Like I don't read as much, but I definitely read, man, a lot, man. I'm reading. I'm a big, Malcolm Gladwell fan, David Dita, people like that, man. I really read.
Brother. See, it's me and you, man. I've always liked you, brother.
Absolutely.
I'm with y'all, but I like the books that I just hit the speaker button and I sit back and have this.
Oh, dude, I've been on audiobooks lately. Audiobooks have changed my reading game.
Give me a guy with a British accent.
I'm actually about to try audiobooks, man.
Bro, Audible, sign up to Audible, bro. You get a free book every month, and you can listen to a whole bunch of shit. And bro, like audiobooks, it's like listening to a podcast, bro. It's the same shit as listening to a podcast. Like, and you get a whole book in your head, just like while you're out on a run or on a workout or on a commute to work. You can listen to a whole book, like, and like it sinks into your brain just as if you read it. Like,
I'm about to make that. It's funny because I'm literally about to make that switch because you be wanting to read, but as an adult, it's not. It's hard to sit down for more than like 30 minutes.
Right.
Ideal, man. So like I like
put some headphones on.
Yeah, man. I'll put some headphones on. Like I like to ride my bike and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a trail, so I'll just put an audio.
Oh, you ride bikes too?
Not like motorcycles though, but like
bicycles.
Yeah, but like I got
I'm a bicycle guy, bro.
Yeah, bro. I got like an $800 bike. You know what I'm saying? For my
bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You gotta miss me with all that bullshit.
Bro, I literally just read a book. I didn't read it. I heard it. It's called Two Wheels Good, which is a bicycle book. I literally just heard a whole book about the history of bicycles. It's about the history of bicycles and how they were invented, all that kind of shit. Like, bro, like I'm a huge bicycle head.
Yeah, I'm reading something. I'm reading Blink. I know you heard of Blink. I'm reading Lateral Thinking right now. 2 books that but
no
I'm gonna
50 Laws of Power, none of that shit, bro.
It's 48 Laws of Power, and that's a very long book.
No, I read.
No, he's talking about 50 Cent's book. He's talking about 50 Cent's book. Yeah. It's called the 50th Law. You fucking fraud fan. It's called the 50th Law. Bro, you know how I know that? I read the book 10 years ago. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
man,
but no. He was making it like, bro, I know this exists, bro. I have the book. I went to 50 Cent's bottle signing for what's the fucking liquor he was selling at the time?
I forgot what it was, but I know what you're talking about. He was selling like a champagne.
No, I gotta think of not champagne. It was just liquor.
Dang, Nate, I'm definitely checking out some UFO books, bro. Like, man, I'm a UFO.
If you know the liquor, chat, please tell me. But yeah, whatever. But I appreciate y'all, chat. I'm gonna be, chilling out, watch some UFC, play some games. Make sure if you guys haven't checked out the Discord, we're always in there watching, whatever. We're doing whatever, gaming, chilling, doing all that. But yeah, Meds and Strictly, thank you for pulling up as always, bro. I appreciate y'all time for real. Strick, if you got anything you got to plug, bro, and don't be humble on yourself. Upload more, like I keep fucking trying to tell you.
Yes, we need more strict content, bro.
Man, I'm a look, man. Like I can't.
I know it's time consuming.
I can't promise. I'm gonna try, man. And when I mean try, I'm not saying I clearly got the time. I just
What he means by
gotta-
try is he'll wake up, play Call of Duty in the morning, and forget about this whole conversation.
yeah, man. But yeah, man. I definitely wanted to pull up tonight, man. Show my guys some love for sure. I honestly, man, I wasn't at first because I was just a little bit tired, man. But I pulled up for Crossfire with Mooch, man. So I felt like it was only right to pull up for my guys.
I appreciate
love,
that, bro.
So like I said, man, I definitely pride myself on being consistent. So yeah, man, y'all know where to find me at, bro. On Twitter at STLCTY03, man. You already know where I'll be at, right here.
Meds, the freaking Puerto Rican.
The Puerto Rican demon. Listen, again, appreciate Strictly for showing up. Strictly, I've gained a lot of respect for Strictly in the last several months. Ever since we've met, basically, like every time we talk, I learn more about him, and I'm like, damn, you're more like me than I thought. Like just now, right now, he's like, oh, he reads books.
Yeah, but most of that
like,
comes in Discord though. Like
usually it's in Discord and stuff like that. But that's crazy. Like I didn't know this motherfucker read. I didn't know he wrote. Like, bro, I'm all about that kind of shit. Like riding bicycles is one of my biggest hobbies. I fucking love riding bicycles. But anywho, again, appreciate Strick. Appreciate Blaze for showing up. Yo, listen, guys, you're welcome for giving me you're welcome for giving you an episode of SolidCast because Blaze was not going to do the show. I told Blaze, bro, give me your password and I'll do a show by myself because we're not going to go a week without doing the show. And he said, "Fuck it, Meds. If you're gonna fucking get on and do the show, let's just do the show." And we did the show. So you're welcome, and definitely hit that like button.
And shout out to Luke, man. I didn't say Luke, man. Luke, good people, man. Shout out to Luke in the chat too.
Shout out to everyone, bro. Everybody who listens, we appreciate you. We love you so much. Like we're just three fuck boys sitting here. Fucking, you know what? I'm a fuck boy. I won't speak for the others. But and you pull up and you listen to us talk shit for an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it is, and we appreciate that because you didn't have to, and it's 11 at night, and you chose to spend that this time right now with us. So it's greatly appreciated. We love you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for everything, for the views, the likes. Definitely hit that like button. Yeah, appreciate y'all. And check me out on Actually Meds on Twitter. And I'm going to be doing an MMA podcast, I believe, tomorrow. Yeah. I'm going to be talking MMA tomorrow with my boy Nev, who's probably in the chat. We're going to be talking about MMA tomorrow on Twitch. And you can find me there at Actually Meds as well, twitch.tv/actuallymeds. And if you're into combat sports and shit, pull up because we're going to be talking everything that happened this weekend. There's a lot of boxing tonight, and there's also some MMA tonight, and I'm going to be talking everything tomorrow. So pull up.
And with that being said, chat, I appreciate you. Yo, the members, Rich, Cassie, just off the top. Novocaine become a new member. Appreciate all the fucking members, bro. Strictly in the fucking Discord with me. Like, that's, I was just talking about, did I not just mention that today in Discord? Like, how can I not do the show when I got fucking people signing up to fucking, basically saying, hey, I'm loyal to you. It's not listen, the money's cool, bro. It's really just Red Hood. It's just really like you're showing loyalty towards me, bro. You're just saying like, look, I fuck with you. I believe in that content. Like, let's go. Like, that's what it's showing. Like the $1 a month or whatever. I don't even know what the fucking price is. I really don't, people. But I appreciate the shit out of it. And that's why I tell you, please check out the Discord, bro, because people, Blaze, bro, you want to play, like, I play games. Like, you want to play games, we can play games, bro. Like, jump in the Discord.
We're not celebrities. Pull up on the Discord. You can pull up and talk to us any day of the week.
Bro, there's some new members last week. Sorry to cut you off. There was some new members last week that jumped in the Discord and they muted and didn't say anything. And I'm like, yo, Joe, I didn't know his name, but I forgot who it was. But like, yo, don't be shy to fucking speak, bro. I don't care if you sound like Mike Tyson. I don't care if you sound like Kratos, bro. Just speak. It's all good, bro.
Facts, man.
It's all
we ain't gonna bite you. We ain't gonna bite you. We just want to be friends too, man.
We down to earth people, man. Like we don't. We like dope people, man. We don't like no fake stuff, no goofy stuff, man. Like I can't put it any more simple than that.
Facts. Yo, by the way, next Saturday I'll be in better form. You know what I mean? Get some new topics, and we'll run it again, man. But y'all have a great weekend. Have a blessed night, and we'll holler at you next week, man. Peace. Thank you.
All right, y'all. PC Master Race, baby.
You gotta stop doing that, bro.